7th was Kyle Ryde in 2nd place. He's just starting to warm up into this one, Kyle. Lap 10 of 12. The laps are ticking down. Quite surprised to hear that Tommy Bridewell had made big changes to the machine overnight.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's made big changes. You wouldn't make big changes when you were very competitive. Fastest lap of the race, you wouldn't. Why would you alter a bike that's capable of that? Clearly had some issues that he thought he could improve on, but there will be little changes to my mind.
Are we going to see guns blazing here on the final lap of this race? We're on lap 10 of 12, and Glenn Irwin at the moment has punched his way through to the front. He's going to come under some intense pressure shortly from Ryde and Bridewell. And Danny Kent is still there. He's got the speed, just as he has done all year. No moves into the foggy S's this time. It's about trying to get the clean exit for...
Yeah, you've got to keep it clean over that curve. A little bit of a slide there coming out for Kyle Ryde, but really well controlled. Didn't cost him a lot of time. Here he comes.
Kyle does it again. The block pass through on Glenn Irwin.
Beautiful.
Perfect,
yeah,
from Kyle Ryde, and he looks
still
here to do the double.
But he's still able to make that last apex and not lose any time going out.
Glenn doesn't mind being a bit creative when it comes to retaliation.
Yeah.
Now this is going to be key for Glenn. He knows that he's got an opportunity here immediately to retaliate.
He's got to do. I think he's got to do. Use the speed of the Ducati and get up the inside. He's got to do that.
Yeah. The question is whether or not
Kyle will be open. He's run wide.
Yeah. And he has, and they're side by side.
Not enough, though, I don't think.
He's got that inside line.
Oh, beautiful. Look at it. Did you see the rubber getting laid down by Kyle Ryde there at Hollywood? Brilliant.
And now even Tommy! Hey. Tommy almost threw it down the road. That was a massive moment for Tommy Bridewell. The championship leader. How close he was to being on the grass and even colliding with Danny Kent there.
Danny Kent was lucky as well. He was going to get collected there.
Goodness me. We're on lap 11 of 12. Heart-in-mouth moment for the reigning champ.
And hang on, here we go.
The third bike in your picture.
Look at that, lost the rear going in. And you know when you lose the rear going in, they are so difficult to control. It's not like you've got any control on the throttle. It just goes, you just steer into it and just hope. Glenn's going to have a go here, and he knows he has to do.
He's getting his elbows out, he's Glenn Irwin, and he's through again on Kyle Ryde into the foggy S's. We're closing in on the final lap. Look at that great exit from Kyle Ryde. He's got the inside line. Now defensive from Glenn, but Kyle, no, he can't come through.
No, he can't. That was really good. He's run wide.
He's run wide. He's run wide as Irwin. They're side by side now. But just on the inside line now for Glenn Irwin. He's got the advantage. Tommy Bridewell now comes through on Kyle Ryde. We're about to start the final lap, and it's all going off.
Yeah, Kyle Ryde got a little bit of a slide coming out of Melbourne. That's what cost him the position to Tommy.
1 lap left at Donington Park in the sprint race. Irwin it is that leads from Bridewell and Kyle Ryde. Down into red gate, no overtakes. This is tense
You don't
stuff.
know what's going to happen here.
You just knew, didn't you, there'd be some fireworks here today at Donington Park. It always delivers, and there might be another twist as yet as we head down into the old hairpin. No problem here for Irwin. He's not coming under attack. They're not close enough to make a move. Kyle Ryde now will be desperate to just try and hold his third and keep Danny Kent at bay so he can have another nibble at Tommy. Tommy, likewise, is trying to get close enough to Glenn.
Exactly. Kyle just needs to get in front of Tommy here. Not even think too much about Glenn.
This is crucial now. The exit here at Coppice Corner as they tip it right. Blind entry. Get on the power. Can they get close enough to have a bite into the foggy S's? Glenn Irwin it is that leads. Will he go defensive on his PBM Ducati? There's no room for Tommy this time, and it's all going to come down to the Melbourne Loop. Who gets the best drive out of the foggy S's? They're all sliding around a bit. Glenn has struggled to get the bike stopped down here a few times.
Though.
He is going defensive, and they can't quite get through, but he runs wide on exit occasionally. But that was a little better from Glenn Irwin. They're all struggling for grip. There's just one corner left here in the sprint race, and Kyle Ryde was thinking about a move as well. Does anyone run wide down into Goddard's? It's so close, but the checker flag is out, and Glenn Irwin wins for Ducati and the PBM team ahead of his old teammate Tommy Bridewell with Kyle Ryde in third. And you have got to take your hat off to Glenn Irwin.
Absolutely. We've said that many times, and he just delivered again there. He knew what he had to do.
Brilliant race that. And can we have more, please, later on this afternoon?